I have this floral arrangement that I got from Lowe's about a week before Christmas. It was $19.98, but it was marked half off that day. So what I'm about to do now is separate the different plants into some smaller pots. There's some pothos, a spider plant, and some ivy, and the poinsettia. I'm just going to discard that. I know it's possible to keep it alive and have it rebloom for next Christmas, but I know that's not something I'm going to want to deal with. So I'm using these plastic containers that I got from a restaurant. I drill holes in the bottom of it just for drainage. And I'm not sure how many plants I'll do. I think the spider plant I'll probably put in one container. It looks like there's only 2 of those. So let's get started. Let me see if we can get it all out in one piece. It's kind of dry, so I think it's, yeah, I got it all out. Okay. And the potting mix I'm using is just some basic potting soil. It's got some vermiculite in it and like wood chips, and I've grown like some other houseplants in it. Nothing special, nothing fancy, but it'll work for these. I've got some other pothos growing in it and they're doing just fine. Right, so I'm gonna see about separating it. Oh, there's a lot of roots in here, if you can see that. It's gonna be messy. Let's see if I can separate it without causing too much of a mess. I'll try to get the spider plant first. There's a pothos on either side of it, but I really want this one. I don't want to damage any of them, but I really want these. I don't have a spider plant in my collection. Got plenty of pothos though. This is a mess. The roots are all tangled and mixed in together. And I'm just using my fingers to loosen the soil around the roots. Ooh, I'm making a mess. So I've gotten all the plants separated. I've got 1, 2, 3 pothos. And this one has the ivy. Because the roots were so tangled, I just left it like that. And then the 2 spider plants I have separate. So gonna go ahead and add soil and then get them watered. And the pothos plants, they're probably only gonna be in here just a few weeks, like maybe a month or so, because there's a lot of roots. But right now I don't have any other pots to put them in, and it's nighttime, so I'm not going to the store. So hopefully I can keep them okay in here. A few weeks shouldn't hurt them. Now I'll go ahead and start with this one. And again, this is the way the roots look on this one. I kept a lot of the soil, so it should be intact pretty good. And this is the soil mix I'm using. I don't think I'm going to keep these pothos plants. I'll probably give them to somebody else. I have a lot already, and they mainly all came from one plant that I propagated into several others. So I really don't need any more. The main reason I bought this is for the spider plant, just because I didn't have any. And I really don't need it. The pothos plants that I already have, they grow long. And I don't really like them to hang down like that, just because my dog usually eats them or tries to. So I cut them, propagate them, and then pot them up again. And I have a lot of them. So I'm just gonna get this one situated and probably give it away. One down. Now I'll do the spider plant. This is what we're working with as far as roots. And there's some dead leaves on here that I'll go ahead and pull off. I've been growing plants for a few years, but I don't think I've ever had a spider plant. So I'm interested to get this one started and to maybe propagate it once the pups start growing. This other one already has one, but I don't know, like the way, how leggy it is. I think it's just been cramped in this pot for so long that it really didn't grow well. So hopefully that one will still be okay. If not, I'm hoping I can just nurture it so it will put out some babies. And I'm putting a little extra soil just because I know once I water it, it'll settle some more. So hopefully it's not too much. And there's that one. This is the other one. I've got more soil, but it still has good roots. Also a few dead leaves that I'll pull off. And hopefully this baby will still do okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this other spider plant. I've got soil with it and the roots still look good on this one. So hopefully it'll do well. I don't know about this baby because the stem looks a little yellow. But if this one doesn't survive, hopefully it'll do well and put out more. I'll come back when the other two plants are potted. I have everything potted and I'm going to go ahead and clean up this mess and get them watered. I decided to put the ivy in a pot by itself. I think, I'm pretty sure I have a trellis that I can prop this on. So I'm going to take a look for that. If not, I'll probably just get some wire and shape it to put in this one. I've had an ivy plant before and it died. I'm not sure what I did wrong. Now with my plants, and that was a few years ago. Now with my plants, I do a little more research just to make sure I'm taking care of them well. Pothos I'm not worried about. Spider plant I'm not really worried about, but I think I'm gonna just do some YouTube or Google searches just to see the best way to take care of this ivy so I can keep it alive. So now I'm just going to give these a good watering, and I'm just using tap water. I think that'll be fine. If later on I see that they are in distress, then I may use some sort of fertilizer, but for right now I think the tap water is just fine. So that's that. I'm going to leave them in this pan overnight just to drain a little bit, and then I'll find a permanent place for them somewhere. Thank you so much for watching.